Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Off. Lucky.
Fields on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike. All you get is a headache. 50, hey. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Now it's Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Delta. You think you're going to get this? Check 13. Let's go.
Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Wait. Hassan. You don't want that?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Wide. Get wide. Back. Watch out. Back stops. Right.
Off play action. Fields. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Twist. Check 50. Kill. Yes.
Fields throwing again. Over the middle, complete. It's Atkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
22, jet,
Play action. It's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. What? Hey, watch Sam. Go. Check Mike 54. Check Mike.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 11. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Check it. You ain't got nothing. Check it.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Here we go. Right there, 54.
Here's Fields.
Go.
Flush to his right. And he can't rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
All day, baby, all day, all day.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he will slide down with a good gain. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Down. Hey, Lobo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Shut up.
On 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
8, read.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Here I come. Here I come.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. A huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Slam. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Golf, golf.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 3. Check 3.
Check 52.
Check 24. Check 24. Watch.
Gone.
Hey.
Hit it.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Shit.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Set.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Tight end left. 4 down. 4 down.
Ready.
Now Lawrence.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
58, boys.
Let's go.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
What we got?
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
We got this.
A big connection on that one. 34 yards. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready,
So
break.
a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance. To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
54, right there, 54.
From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic.
I got you, son.
Rotate.
You're all mine.
Zoom.
You're all mine.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Coming to you.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike.
Fields.
Here we go, D.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
All day,
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
38's the mic. Shoot.
They go play action with Lawrence. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike 38. Watch twist.
Twist.
Switch.
Topper!
Now.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Set. 90, Wolf.
Check, tight right, tight right, tight right. Solo out there, check that.
Five.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Harold Landry racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun. Fields. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Joker, 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 Joker.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out for him.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
pass run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
15 line.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Deuce.
General West.
Switch.
Sixth guy. Hey, lock it.
Kill.
Look at me. Go. Say go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 54.
Fields now to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Chicago. Oh, able to avoid him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Right there.
On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Switch. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Here we go. 44's the Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Charlie. Here we go. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Let's go. 44.
To throw is Fields.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
Look, squeeze. Don't be scared of it.
They throw on first down with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go,
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Receiver coaches
Ready
preach
up,
to their guys
down.
all the time.
60
Separation,
Pittsburgh.
that's what's going to make the play successful.
Hustle, hustle.
That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The tackle made by Calebon Chason. Second down and 8.
Mike, 44. I'm coming. Foes and Mike. Single.
Now it's Fields.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
That's complete right side to Komet. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Play action. It's Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Exit. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here in the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
That's
and
it,
he
baby.
gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Ready? 10-2, saw.
Target. Mike 38. Mike.
Now Lawrence.
I got one.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tyson
bad,
Campbell.
guys,
And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And the tackle made by Andrew Wingard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously want. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Slam, slam. Kill.
Leo!
Turn it up.
Say go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Check 24.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
With a juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
18 Gator. Check.
Watch the run.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Off play action, Fields. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
54.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Here's Fields.
Here we go.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here we go. 50 set.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Here's Fields. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devon Hamilton able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gay's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Let's go.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Hey! High set, get it!
From the gun, it's Lawrence. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Set! 60 outlaw!
I know he ain't got it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Danny.
Ready?
On play action, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Mike 38. Let's go, D.
Now!
Mike 38.
Lawrence.
Mike 38. I'm coming after you.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Keep playing hard.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike, buzz. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Fields. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
54, right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody,
Ready.
and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, this is Cook. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Down.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
To the right, boys. Tight to the right.
Hey, Delta.
3 down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Come on, set.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Say go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They got play action with Lawrence. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Get it.
Again, it's Lawrence. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
On the ball. Ready.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long.
You got tape.
Go.
Now Lawrence on third and long. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
Let's go.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
No. Go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They're running it. 40.
On second and 11 now. Fields escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there for Chicago. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Mike 50. Man, that's trash.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. This is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Good job, good job.
Boom! That's how we do it!
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Chicago, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.